Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. I'm very thrilled to do this video on this puzzle by my good friend and Padawan, Gelb1n, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. So this is a clone killer Sudoku named 4x4. Well, it's not a 4x4 Sudoku, it's more like a 4x4 Sudoku with those four regions with the shape of the figure of the digit 4, and there's this 16 cage which is 4 times 4, and I hope it's intentional. So this is a clone Sudoku mainly, meaning that the digits that go into those cells go as well into those cells in the same positions. This digit is the same as this one, and this one, and the same for other positions. And there are a few killer cages, meaning that the sum of those two digits is 7, the sum of those two digits is 11, those four digits add up to 16, 15, 3, and 3. And that's all the information we get. So this puzzle was posted by Gelb1n on the Cracking the Cryptic fan server on Discord, and it's already been sold 4 times, and the puzzle attracted very nice reviews, so it should be very good, as is often the case with Gelb1n anyway. So let's start with those 3 cages, which can only be done with 1 and 2. And we see that this digit is the same as this one, so it's not the same as this one. So we have a kind of remote 1-2 pair this way. So the positions are like this and like this. That's it, I think, and 1 or 2 here, 2 or 1 here. So that's the first thing we can notice. And then what about this 7? Can it contain? This can't be 1 or 2. This could still be 1 or 2. Or could it? This cell is also here, and this cell couldn't be 1 or 2 because of this pair. So this is a 3-4 pair. Let's move down a 3-4, and let's clone the 3-4 pair, and we get this 3-4 pair as well. Okay, so what is the next step? Perhaps that's 11, which would be 5 plus 6. Is it really? Oh, those cells see this cell and this cell, so they can't contain a 2 or a 4. They see this cell and this cell, so they can't contain the 2, so they have to be 5 and 6. And by cloning, we get 5 or 6 in this cell, and this cell, and this cell, and 6 or 5 here, here, here. This is really neat geometry. The placement is really nice. Oh, and now this 15 can't contain a 6, so it has to be 7 and 8. So we get 7 and 8 on those positions, and 8 or 7 on these positions. Lots of pairs. And so those are all candidates for the clone cells. And now how do we go further? On this column we already have 1-2 pair, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need we need the 3 or 4 that goes with this. It can't be here because it's already there, so it has to be up there. Oh, and I guess the 16, this 16 cage will be here to disambiguate. It will contain 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's my bet. My bet is that this 16 will be the sum of all odd digits, and it will disambiguate the lot. Okay, so now we get a 9 here. And we need a 9 somewhere in those cells. So a 9 together with 1 or 2. And we get a 9 here by plain Sudoku. A 9 in one of those cells. And the missing digit in this column is this one. So this is 3 or 4. All other digits are accounted for. Where else do we look now? It's starting to get trickier. Maybe in this cell we have those digits. We still need the counterpart of this, the counterpart of this, and the 9. So this 4 or 3 can't be here, it has to be there. So this will be 2, 1, or 9. That seems too early to... Down there we still need 7 and 8 and the counterpart of this. So there was a flurry of activity to begin with, but now this is more tricky. This digit should be up there. It's not here, so it has to go in one of those cells. What am I meant to spot? This digit should be in one of those cells, but I don't see how to find it. This digit must be in one of those cells. And that's a big digit. We do have an 8 or 7 in here. And that's such a big digit that 9 can't be in one of those. So 9 has to come into one of those cells. And 9 can't go in the cage at all, so 9 must be on this row, meaning that this is not a 9, this is a 9. And the missing digit is 1 or 2. So this digit has to be in this cage, and the counterpart must not be in it. And we know that 8 or 7 is here, so that's not 8 would require another 8 with 3 cells, which would need a 1. But let's have a look at what goes into this. This was my bet, but let's have a closer look. So we already know that this digit must be down there. So there must be 7 or 8 somewhere in this cage. Because of this digit is not here, it's not there, so it has to be there. So 1 or 2, and this one was rather 8 or 7, but it doesn't matter. This digit is not here, it has to be somewhere in one of those cells. And this digit now, oh no, it's here. So it has to be here or there. So this one is 6 or, the remaining digit here is 6 or 5. So yes, 1 or 2 has to be here. We already know. 1 or 2 and 8 or 7. So 1 or 2, yes, 1 or 2 is not here because 6 or 5 must be here, so 1 or 2 has to be here. It's not there, so this one is 1 or 2. Together with 8 or 7. And fun fact, the 7-8 pair and this 7-8 pair, put the second 7-8 pair here. With this, we know that it's put this way. Now the missing 8 or 7 must be in one of those cells, but that's not what I was curious about. There must be 3 or 4 somewhere in one of those cells. And what about the last digit? I think it's a member of the 5-6 pair, which will impose 1, 3, 5, or 7. But I'm still missing proof of that. Maybe I'm supposed to look somewhere else, find more about the rest of the grid. Oh, I had missed a naked single here. This digit and this digit must be here by plain Sudoku. So this digit is not here, but it's still a possibility for it to be there. I'm really talking about this one, which is not here, it's not there. It could be in any of those positions, What about this column? We still need 8 or 7. Can't be here, so it has to be there. And it puts the 9 down there. And the remaining digit must be 6 or 4. Here it goes. Now, on this row, 2 or 1 is not here. It's not there. It must be here. We still need 7 and 8, and because of this, we have that and that. And those now must be 7, 8, and 6, 5. still don't know about this. But on this row, 7, 8 is not here. It's not here. It's not here. It has to be here. And 6, 5 has to be here. Couldn't be here. Couldn't be here. We still need 2 or 1 and the 9. Both of them could be in any of those cells. 6 or 5 is not here. Could still be in any of those cells. 6, 5 and 1, 2. 1, 2 is not here. On this row it has to be here. So this is 6 or 5. 8 or 7 is not here. It's really fun to see those kind of parallel universe to work with. Reminds me of some other puzzles by Gelb1n. He really likes those themes, and this is very well done. On this row, 1 and 2 is not here. It's not there. It's here. And now we still need 5, 6 and the 3, 4 pair. Oh, we already know that 3 or 4 is here. But we still need 4 or 3. And I still need to prove it's not here. And I don't have a clue at this point. I'm trying to find some cheese, you would say, in video games. This 2 or 1 is not here. On this column, it has to be in this cell. And this now must be a 9. Where does 5, 6 go on this row? Not sure about this. It's not here. So this is not 5, 6. It's not 3, 4. So those must be in those cells. So it has to be 2 or 1. Oh. My pencil is glitchy. It really is, or is this just this cell? Well, that's better. This is a 9 now. If my pencil is willing to work. I finally get this 6, 5, which puts a 6, 5 here. 7, 8 there. 7, 8 up there. And no, we need the count. This 2, 1 goes here. Oh, what's going on? And 4, 3 here, making this a 4, 3. This must be a 5, 6. That's a 3, 4. 9 goes there, and 5 or 6 here. 3, 4. Oh, really? We get 3, 4 here, together with finding the missing piece is not always easy. That's 4, 3 up there. Now I'm still Oh, I still need a 9, so 9 goes here. This is 5 or 6, and my prediction here is about to be fulfilled. But let's finish first. This is 5 or 6, and 4 or 3. To complete this, to complete the setup, and now we know that the minimum sum we can make with those pairs is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, which is 16. So it has to be this way. So with 1 and 2, we choose the scenario on the left-hand side. So this resolved this way. Left-hand side. So now this is more like cleaning up the whole mess. So I think that's it. We now left-hand side scenario for 3 and 4, which is a bit tedious, and perhaps I should have paused the video while I do this, and I don't have a story to tell you. Let's do 5s and 6s on the left hand side as well, and this is almost it. And now it must be on the right hand side for 7s and 8s, and you can check while I'm doing this that all clones are indeed clones. So this is really a remarkable idea. A remarkable idea to use this cloning technique, and the very special position of all those clone regions, and to choose those particular sums, 7, which are every time this one plus 4, this one plus 4, this one plus 4, because we add 2 on each digit. And the placement is very clever. And finally, this cage to disambiguate the lot, and the cage is placed in one position where the cell receives the candidates in the very late stages of the soul, and that is what makes it work so well. So very nice job again. I'm very proud of you. And thanks for watching this video, and see you soon on SudoKanard.